welcome to a Foxgloves Handiwork. Today I'm going to work on my compost, so building my compost. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I have to drop off my compost to a neighborhood place. Totally can do that, but being able to toss out some of my food scraps just in my backyard and then be able to reuse that, to make soil and then use that in my garden would just be such a joy. So follow along as I make my compost for the very first time. This is where I am planning on building the compost. This black bin has been a compost, but it is no longer in use. So the first step is just to clear this out. So I was trying to figure out how to possibly move this, and I had the idea of actually putting the back of the compost here instead of here. So I knocked this over and there's some really awesome compost at the bottom, which I can use. Okay, got the three sides, and then I'll put one in the middle, one pallet, so that I have a two stalled compost. Looking good. So I got very warm and sweaty, and these nails are much too big. So I'm gonna get some smaller ones. It's really hard to like wrap myself around and try to hammer it in, and then just they're big. So ideally I would build it in the yard and then move it in, but it's kind of a tight spot. So, but first, smaller nails. So till next time. Okay, we got some smaller nails than the other ones that I was using, so I'm thinking that this will work easier. We still have this set up there, and it's kind of hard to get in to hammer, so it's kind of tight. So smaller nails I think should do the trick. So I got too frustrated and the nails weren't going in, it was too hard. So I have moved production over here and getting it into the corner. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. This is really frustrating. The angle to get in here is like, I can't swing. It's really annoying and I'm frustrated. My neighbor offered these zip ties to construct my compost when I was telling her of my frustrations, and they turned out really well. So the zip ties were a success and I have my stalls. So completing my compost stalls was really exciting, and the next project I wanted to do was build a rain barrel. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I thought improving my backyard, making it more sustainable. So follow along as I make and build a rain barrel for the first time ever. So I just got back from Menards. I totally was gonna film getting the spray paint, but I got really flustered. The guy helping me was great, but definitely a little flustered, a lot going on. So I didn't film as much as I'd wanted to, but got what I needed, I think, and we're gonna go home and give it a go. So here is the first water barrel that I've gotten. Watched a little video and realized this is a special thing to open, so I might have to cut this open. But yeah, it's gonna go right here next to the house, so I'm gonna clear that stuff out. area is all cleaned out. This is the gutter. I'm thinking I'll have to take it off from there. We'll see. I punctured it and now air is coming out. There's my hole. On the top here, I have been drilling lots of holes so I can make a bigger hole. Makes all these fun little doody. Oh, I don't know. Where I go. So here's what it'll look like when it's all done, ideally. This is a brass 1/2-inch spigot that I'm using. In order to reach down into the bucket to fasten the spigot, I need to cut the top off of this water barrel, which I'm attempting to do here. So I started to cut a line here with the jigsaw. It's cute, it makes this really curly, the plastic really curly. But it started making a funny smell, so I stopped. So I'm going to spray paint instead. Layer number 1 is complete, so I'm going to let it dry and do another layer. So I have gotten the lid off, and makes sense why this was a lot harder because that was so much thicker than this. So before installing this spigot, we need to add this tape. What's it called? Thread tape or plumber's tape. And the guy at Menards said to do it the opposite way that you'll be screwing the nut on, the bolt. And I think this helps to really make sure it seals or something. Oh goodness. There we go, it's all wrapped up. Then I'll put it through the water barrel and then twist this on. So I'm going to use this stuff to just kind of seal the hole. So I got this in. Seems pretty good. It's not moving, but there's still like some holes. So my idea is coming to fruition. This barrel just needs to go up higher so that I can connect to that, and I'm gonna screw those in. But I think that looks pretty good. So thank you so much for following along as I made these two projects. For the first time, I learned a lot. Recommendations, using screws for compost, or the zip ties worked really well. And for making a rain barrel, doing some more research before. I've now looked up, there are special rain barrel spigots that have like a way to screw it so that you don't have to like dig all the way down like I did. But I'm really excited to use these things. My plan is for the rain barrel rain collector to use that water for watering my plants. And I've started adding food to the compost. I haven't like turned it and made it into soil quite yet. I know it takes several weeks, but I just love making these projects, making my house more sustainable, thinking about the environment and just reusing what I already have, right? That's what I'm all about. Reusing what you have to bring your life more joy. Thanks so much for following. I am Amber from A Foxglove's Handiwork. Give this video a like, and if you know, please share this with people who would be interested in it. I think another mission of mine with this project, with this YouTube channel, is just showing people ways how simple it can be to be sustainable, and also that, you know, you don't have to do it perfectly, just giving it a try, and hopefully someone's inspired. Well, thank you.